We got an interesting question this week that we've never gotten before, I don't think. I don't know if you've answered it. Why does an orgasm feel so good?
Yes, I answered that. I did. Uh,
It's always, how do I have an orgasm? How can I have bigger orgasms? Never,
why do
does
they
it feel good?
so good? It's like, well, then you have to start to break it down. Any exercise feels good.
Mm-hmm.
So you're breathing, your heart rate is up,
You're moving your body.
you're pumping blood into your genitals.
Lots of blood, erectile tissue is getting all tingly.
So you're getting all puffed up. It feels good.
8,000 nerve endings in your clit.
Yeah. And then you're building up, building up, building up, and then you hit this crescendo where it's whoa, oh, 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 oh. So it's a build up, a burst of really good feelings,
Yes.
and then resolution. Laughing feels good because what are you doing? I'm taking in oxygen.
Sure.
Yawning. What are you doing? Taking in oxygen. Building up sexual tension. Exercising. Dancing.
And I feel like an orgasm for me is like a reset.
That's a good way to look at it.
Like if I'm depressed or something's difficult and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? Or it's just like one of those days that you're just not as excited as
problem
another.
you can't solve.
Yeah. If I masturbate, it's kind of like it resets all my body systems.
Kids that are going in school, college, and they're working on their thesis or whatever.
Take a break.
Take a break. Take an orgasm break.
It's always better.
Reset the computer.
It's like I always feel better after a run. I always feel better after an orgasm. So if I know, I'm like, oh, I can wallow in this for a few hours, or I can just do a reset right now.
So it has so many benefits across the board. And for all of the young women who are writing to me, Dr. Betty, I can't tell, is this an orgasm? How will I know? Just don't focus on the end pleasure. The biggest part of the fun is getting there. So just keep feeling good and letting that grow and see what happens. Don't make it a goal,
And put the clock away.
Forget it, right. And have privacy, feel secure, and just play. It is play. Sex is adult play. So don't keep doing this achieve. I want a bigger one. I want a better one. Is this good enough? No, darlings. Just play with your little weedy, your little clitty.
And if you can do the mind-body connection, I think that's the role of fantasy. It's like if you can take your mind and your body and have it just focused on pleasure.
Yeah.
It's really valuable in your life, in your professional life, in your personal life, to be able to do that. You see so many women present with pleasure anxiety, and men too, but you really see it in women. We're not entitled to pleasure. So if you can say, this is pleasure, this is what I'm doing right now.
And it's mine.
And you can own that.
It's for me. It's mine. It's not to impress anyone.
No.
I'm not going to get grades. I'm not going to get a certificate or a diploma. It's hard to spend time feeling good in this particular culture that we're in. I mean, we're on red alert and everybody knows it. So how can you get over there and lay down and get out your sex toys and your vibrator and just play with your pussy?
And think of some nasty, naughty thing to It's so valuable.
It is.
It's the one that I don't think I could live without it.
No.
Like I know I couldn't.
No.
I don't want to.
No. No way. To live without an orgasm, no.
And it's not a waste of time. We always think of that, we're always timing ourselves and we want to do things faster and quicker. And it's like, that's the whole point, is that it's an exercise.
Back in the 60s, I went through a process where I got the clock, and then my boyfriend at the time, he could keep an erection for 12 minutes. I clocked.
That's pretty good, actually.
Actually, yeah, not bad at all. So I wanted to be able to come within 12 minutes, so I was going to practice. So I look at the clock, go! And then 17 minutes.
See, it's that 5-minute, 10-minute window. That's
20 minutes. Couldn't get it down. Then one day I said, what the hell am I doing?
Why can't I come when I come?
Why would I want to make something that feels so good happen quicker? So don't do this thing about coming faster or quicker. Spread it out. It goes the other way. Don't try to get fast. Let it last longer.
You heard your Aunt B.
Yes, and it'll be stronger. So go practice your sex.